and welcome to Dan Talks United, episode 4, guys. So, as the thumbnail says, 4 key areas to beat Fulham. How are we going to beat Fulham, guys? Well, I'm going to look at the FootMob app, and it's just going to look through some of the stats and some of the key areas where we've done really well against Arsenal. Look at the stats then. 61% possession for us against Arsenal, which is really good. Normally, Arsenal are known for the ones that have possession. Okay, we'd like to have done more with that possession, i.e. scoring goals, but it's a good start and a promising start for the next games ahead. So looking at shots, we had 22 shots to their 9. Looking at expected goals or XG, if you're into that stuff, we had 1.52 expected goals and they had 1.31. We had 1.29 expected goals in open play and they had 0.28. So you can see a big difference there. Obviously, they beat us in the expected goals from set pieces because they had more set pieces. Passing, it looks like we've beat them on everything in terms of passing. So total passes, 475 to their 294. Accurate passes, we had 83% to their 74%. So yeah, looking really good there. I won't go through it all. And then duels, we seem to have done well there. We've won the most duels, 57% of those. Ground duels as well, aerial duels, and that most of that time was without the big man Sesko on the pitch. And successful dribbles. And obviously that was evident through Cunha and Mbeumo. So looking forward to more of that throughout the season. So I'll wrap up there with the stats. And yeah, let's go on to what the thumbnail suggests. So 4 key areas to beat Fulham. So how are we doing this? Sounds simple. However, a lot of how we're going to beat Fulham, because notice there I'm being positive there, we displayed against Arsenal. We just need to do more of it and a bit more controlled. So first and foremost, we do need to control that midfield area. Now, again, that's easier said than done, especially with the 2 that we've got in our midfield. I would expect Amrin to go with probably a very similar lineup, maybe change up front with Sesko coming in and maybe drop Mount out potentially. However, in that midfield, we've got Bruno and Casemiro. Now, Casemiro didn't play too bad actually in midfield. He showed his deficiencies in terms of speed and energy and had to be taken off before 90 minutes. However, we need to control that midfield. And whether that means that De Ligt has to step into midfield a bit more, especially on build-up, and then ensuring that our wing-backs tuck in when it comes to the defensive actions. We do need to control that midfield to beat Fulham. Because like I was saying in the other episodes, the smaller teams do very well against us. So we need to make that difference if we are to finish in that 7th spot or higher, guys. Next thing then is exploiting the width, getting Dorgu down the left, getting Ahmad down the right, because I do believe that it would be good to start Ahmad in this game. I understood why he started Dalot, because he wanted to be a bit more defensively disciplined. However, Ahmad did make a difference when he came onto the pitch against Arsenal, and I think it would be wise for him to start with Ahmad against Fulham. So yeah, definitely exploit those wide areas, get that connection going, and that's going to be one of the areas to exploit Fulham. So the third key area is going to all about pressing and pressing smartly. And I think Cunha and Mbeumo have shown that they can press smarter than the team did last season. Yet to see what Sesko does. I think he, from the clips I have seen, so not much, but the clips I have seen, he does seem to press well. So we just need to press smartly and show a little bit of that pressing that we did in the summer series, but also what we did against Arsenal, and just continue that. And then fourth, we just need to, or fourth and fifth in a sense, we need to create chances. But on top of creating chances, we need to finish those chances. So that's going to be doing the simpler stuff, putting the ball on the plate, putting a pass on the plate for a striker, Sesko in this case, having people like Ahmad get out of the way of Mbeumo, making sure that everybody's in their right lanes. And again, we just need to create chances and actually finish these chances going forward. We need to up that confidence level for our forward players. So let's get some goals, guys, against Fulham. So, just in summary, as I was saying earlier, we need to dominate that midfield because midfield area is always key, especially in the Premier League. That midfield area is key, and we've seen what our midfield can be like. We are exposed a lot. We need to use our wing backs. So again, we need to utilise Dorgu, and I think we utilised him pretty well against Arsenal. I mean, he was so close to scoring as well, hitting the post. And then if Ahmad starts, and I think he should start, we also need to go through Ahmad as well. And again, use those wing backs against Fulham. It's going to be key. And then during the game, because I do believe that Amrin did do this anyways, he just needs to adjust tactically if things aren't going well. I think that's been an issue with coaches in the past, where, especially under Ten Hag, where he sets his stall out and then that's it. Stubborn, doesn't change it, doesn't matter whether we're winning, losing or drawing, just doesn't change it. And I just think Amrin has got that in his locker. I do believe he, did some slight tactical tweaks yesterday, so he just needs to continue that. And then lastly, the most important thing, and the reason why you've bought Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko, is score, guys. Right then, that's it from me. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one.